Hey guys, back to the channel. Today we are going to be looking at some leaked stuff coming to Prodigy, so let's get into the video. Alright, so we have some stuff that's actually in-game along with some leaks, so let's go ahead and check out the stuff that's actually in-game first. So this is sort of a continuation from the video I made a few days ago, I believe. I think it was probably like 2 days ago. But we did finally get some of the items in-game. Like, you couldn't see the icons for them. You can now, so I believe there are only two that we have to look at, or three. We have the Crowbane Sickle right here, which this is supposed to be part of the Scarecrow set. This is what it looks like. It looks pretty cool. And this is a power bonus of 112, and it does dual thorns. And then we have the Death Scythe, which looks pretty cool as well. I'm not sure what set this is supposed to be a part of, but this does a power bonus of 240 and does Grim Burst. And then we have Luminite Softpaw right here, which is another one that we weren't able to see. This has a power bonus of 44 and does Cold Snap. This is not a good wand. And then we have the Festival Master Broom, which I don't think we were able to see either. But this is a power bonus of 180 and does Cryptic Rite. So these two were added into the game today. You've probably seen these icons before besides for these two. I will go ahead and put on all of this stuff like once we're done looking at all of it. But we do have some relics to look at as well. So the ones that we are going to be looking at are the Spectre relic right here. This one looks really cool. I think this is supposed to be parts of... Actually, I'm not sure what this one's supposed to be a part of. But this is what it looks like. It says, Reapers rejoice as all others fall into despair. And this does Dark Despair. And then we have the Pumpkinhead relic. I'm pretty sure I know what set this is a part of. And this does Lights Out, and its description is Dark forces assail all when the pumpkin's eyes go out. And then the final one that is new is the Scarecrow relic, which does Harvest Dance and says a swirling dance of sickles and straw pummel foes. So these two relics we've seen before, so I'm not going to go over them. And then we do have some new boots. We have the Spectre Crack House. I'm going to figure out what this set is in a second, but this has a dodge bonus of 240 and says pointy-toed shoes that make you whistle while you walk. We have the Pumpkinhead Pumps, which this is a part of a set that I'll find a little later. This has a dodge bonus of 200, and it says fancy shoes resembling those worn by the Pumpkin Lord, which I think is supposed to be Hollow Jack. I'm not 100% sure on that. And then we have the Scarecrow Scruffies, which this is what they look like, and it has a dodge bonus of 112. It says basic footwear for those working the fields of gold. We have no new buddies, no items, currency, or mounts. So I'm going to go ahead and put on all the sets so we can see what they look like. So here is what the Franken set, I guess it's what it's called, is going to look like. The hat has already been in the game for years, but everything else in this set is new. And then here is the Tut and Raw set. This actually does look pretty good. The hat has already been in the game for a while, but everything else in this set is new. Alright, so the Spectre set, this is what it's going to look like as a whole. The hat and the outfit have been in the game for a while. The wand, boots, and relic are new, and it's actually a pretty good set. I don't know if it's been like this for a while, or maybe it was just added in the last couple of days, but it now has a heart bonus of 240, so this is actually a pretty decent set. And then here is the Pumpkinhead set. So this one actually looks pretty good as well. The only things that are new in this are the boots and the relic, but it does look pretty cool complete. And then here is the Scarecrow set. The wand, boots, and relic are new for this. These two have been in the game for years. I don't think this set is actually too good. Yeah, its bonuses are only like 112, but yeah, it still looks pretty good. And then the final set that we have is the Luminite set. You might already even have this stuff. The only thing new here are the boots and the relic, and I guess the wand is also new. Everything is just recolored though. So yeah, those are all the items that were added into the game. We also have some new NPCs to look at. So over here you can see Harvey has been updated. He kind of looks weird now. He's not floating anymore. I don't know if any of the floatlings are floating anymore actually, so they're not really floatlings anymore. But this is what Harvey looks like. His speaking icon has been updated for a while. So yeah, not only was Harvey updated, but pretty much every single floatling in the game was updated as well. If we go ahead and head over to Tower Town, which I don't think we're actually going to be able to see any floatlings because I've never played Tower Town on this account. So I think I'm going to head over to my main account so that we can actually see that. So here we are on my main account, and you can see Swoopy looks very different, at least I think that's Swoopy's name. So this is what it looks like now. We can't really talk to it, but we can look at its talk sprites a little later. Every single other floatling in the game was updated as well. I'm pretty sure that we're only going to see fire ones, though. There are some ice ones here, some water ones. Up here, there's a storm one here. So you can see that pretty much all of them were updated. Here are some of the plant ones. And yeah, those are all of the floatlings that are pretty much all of them. I can't really show you anymore. But we can see that there are actually going to be some maybe new floatlings in the game. No one's going to care though. So this was a new floatling spine that was added into the game today. This is called Spine NPC Ninja 1, and this is obviously a floatling. If we go ahead and look at what this spine looks put together, it looks like this, and we can see what its idle animation looks like. It's just this, not anything too interesting. We do have its sleep animation, which is just it standing there with its eyes closed, and then its walk animation, which looks like this, and then we have this for 4 elements, it looks like. So this was the water one, I think. It could also be ice, I'm not 100% sure. But we do also have a storm one. I'm not going to show what those... Or I guess I'll show what the spines look like. I'm not going to show any of the animations since not really any reason to, since it pretty much is the same for all of them. So this is what the storm one looks like. This is the plant one, and this is what it's going to look like. Here's the fire one, and this is what it's going to look like. So, as I said, it doesn't seem like there's any ice one, which is a little weird. But yeah. Just so you guys can see the swoopy faces, these are what they are. So yeah, maybe we're gonna get some sort of Tower Town update, although I assume not, because Tower Town is pretty much dead. I don't think they're gonna do anything else to it. But yeah, this is sort of interesting. And then this one is not really important at all. This is called Map Icon Pumpkinfest. This was added today. It's just going to be hovering over Lamplight Town when Pumpkinfest is going. And I guess we're going to be having sort of a custom icon or map for Pumpkinfest. Now, the next thing that was added, this is for hard mode, so this is pretty good. This is called Restrictions Banner Background Academy, so this is going to pop up when you have to go to the Academy to battle Pivot and the Puppet Master in hard mode. And this is UI pre-battle. We can see here that there's now the Puppet Master over here, and we can see that there's Pivot down here. We also see that there's the Pivots versus here, and then the Puppet Master one here. I don't think any of the other ones are new. So yeah, we could be seeing the Puppet Master battle maybe coming next week. Not really sure though. Hopefully it does, although it could be a few more weeks since we had Skywatch delayed by a few weeks. Then just so you guys can get a better look, this is called Restriction Banner Pivot Endgame. So this is what Pivot is going to look like. We can also see this is Boss Pivot. It's just him angry. We have Restriction Banner Puppet Master Endgame. This one looks pretty cool. I don't think that we've seen the Puppet Master in this high quality before. And then we have Restriction Banner Puppet Master Illusion Endgame. So this is just him like holding his staff, kind of like something that he does. I don't know what that animation is called though. So yeah, I think though that's everything. No, there's one more. Boss Puppet Master. I think this is the last one. We should be getting into some more Pumpkinfest leaks, I believe. No, there's the replay unlock Pivot and replay unlock Puppet Master. This should be audio, yeah. So this is called Voice Pumpkinfest Extra Candy Corn 01. So, they did update Candy Corn's voice. I don't like it too much. I'm not going to play every single one of the audios. I'm only going to be playing a few from Candy Corn, a few from Hollow Jack, and then a few from the Puppet Master, which the Puppet Master is surprising. We hadn't gotten any voice lines for him in the data, so it's a little surprising that the Puppet Master is actually in this, and what he says is actually very interesting. So let's go ahead and listen to this first one. This is Candy Corn.
Hi! What can I get you from my boutique?
So, nothing really interesting here. I think this is just what she's going to be saying when you go ahead and click on her shop. I don't really like her voice. I liked the old one a little better, but this one, I don't know what it is. It just seems a little more annoying. And then this is another one from Candy Corn. This is 02.
Welcome to Pumpkinfest, the greatest time of the year.
So that's just your introduction to Pumpkinfest. Nothing too interesting here. Now this next one is from Hollow Jack. So this is the first time that we're actually going to be seeing what he sounds like.
I'm hungry. Next time I'll eat everything. Booyah!
So I really like this voice. It's kind of sad that the Hollow Jack is actually really weird, because what he does is just really weird. I really like his voice. It sounds kind of demonic, but sadly he's kind of weird, so it's not as cool as it could be, I guess. So that was the first voice style that we're going to be listening to from him. Here's the next one.
Yummy! More candy!
So I cannot hear this very well, but I believe he burped there, so yeah, that's something that we are going to be hearing in here. I think we're also going to hear a fart. So yeah, that's that one. This is another one from Hollow Jack.
Oh, more.
Yeah, so that was the fart. As I think I said, I'm not going to show all of these. If you want to read all of the voice lines, I'll leave a video to that in the description. You'll be able to read all of the voice lines. Now, this next one is called Hollow Jack 04.
I want more candy! Nom 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 nom.
So yeah, as I said, he's a little weird. I don't think any more of these are too important, so I'm going to go ahead and skip this Hollow Jack. Now, this one is important. This is called Puppet Master September 25, Scene 08, Puppet Master _01. I don't know why this says September on it. This is not for September, it's for October. But let's go ahead and listen to it.
By now, my pumpkin crave curse is making Jack ruin Pumpkinfest. Now only I can trick or treat. Knock, knock!
So it sort of seems like the Puppet Master is just trying to make Hollow Jack eat candy so that he's the only one that can trick or treat. I don't really know why that is. Maybe we'll get some more info on that. But at the moment, that's a little weird. This next one is called Puppet Master September 25. This is just the next scene.
What? Hollow Jack ate all the candy? My curse made him munch every candy corn.
So yeah, this is just the Puppet Master being a little sad that Hollow Jack ate all of the candy, because the Puppet Master puts a spell on Hollow Jack, it sounds like, so that he'll eat candy. So yeah, that's a little interesting. We also have this next one, which is 03.
He's a ghost. Ghosts aren't supposed to get tummy aches. And what about my candy?
So yeah, nothing too interesting there. I don't know if this is supposed to just be his defeat, but let's move on to this last one, because this last one is on his defeat.
Just wait. Pippet is working on my next chilling surprise.
So this one is important because it says my next chilling surprise. That should mean that we are going to be getting some sort of boss, like how we have had Sir Constello and Hollow Jack. We should be getting one of those for Winterfest as well, which would be very cool. I don't know what they would make it look like. Maybe a Yeti? But we'll just have to wait and see on that. But it is good that we sort of have confirmation on that. But yeah, that is going to go ahead and end up the video. Let me know what you guys think about these leaks in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and bye.